Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we take complex corporate documents and turn them into your bedtime stories, but way more interesting. Today we're diving into a filing from LendingTree Incorporated, and let me tell you, it's not about booming business right now, but more about tidying up the house. Stick around, you don't want to miss this one. And before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you like getting these breakdowns without the corporate jargon, make sure you subscribe. Also, we have a fantastic community over on Discord, link in the description below. Come join the conversation. So what we have here is a Form 8K filing. Think of this as a company announcing something important happened that investors need to know about right away outside of their regular financial reports. It's not a deep dive into profits and losses, but more of a heads up. The big news here isn't exactly a surprise party, but more of a behind the scenes cleanup. On the 21st of November 2025, the big wigs at LendingTree Incorporated decided it was time to update their bylaws. Now, bylaws might sound super boring, but they are basically the rule book for how a company is run internally. They cover everything from how meetings are held to how decisions are made. One of the main reasons for these updates is to get things in line with new rules. Some from the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC, and some from new business laws in Delaware, where they are incorporated. You see, the way companies hold meetings, especially with more people working remotely, has changed. So they've updated their rules to make sure they can handle meetings that are happening both online and in person, or a mix of both. This is all about making sure they are following the latest legal standards and keeping things running smoothly. They've also made some tweaks to how shareholders can suggest new ideas or nominate people for the board. This means if you own stock and have a brilliant idea for LendingTree Incorporated, the rules about how and when you need to tell the company about it are now clearer. It's like updating the instructions for joining a club to make sure everyone knows the proper procedure. Another thing they did was update the job titles and what their officers, the top managers, are responsible for. This is usually done to make sure the titles match what people are actually doing day to day. It sounds small, but it helps paint a clearer picture of who's in charge of what, especially in a company that's always evolving. They also made sure their rulebook fits with the latest updates to Delaware laws concerning company meetings. States like Delaware are really important for large companies because their laws often set the standard for corporate governance. So keeping those rules updated is key. And finally, there were a bunch of other minor updates. Think of it like dusting off old furniture and giving it a fresh coat of polish. These changes are all about making sure the company's internal operating manual is up to date, efficient, and legally sound. It's not flashy, but it's crucial for good corporate housekeeping. The actual updated rulebook, this 5th amended and restated bylaws, is available as an exhibit. This is the document that contains all these new rules. It's pretty dense, but it's the official source. And as always, you have the interactive data file for the cover page. This is part of how the SEC makes sure filings are in a format that computers can easily read and process, which is a good thing for transparency. The report is signed off by Heather Nowitzki, who is listed as the General Counsel. This means the legal team has reviewed and approved these bylaw changes. So what does this all mean for LendingTree Incorporated? Well, as I mentioned, this isn't a report about financial performance. There are no new profit numbers, no revenue figures to analyze today. This is purely about the internal mechanics of the company. Think of it like a car owner taking their car in for a tune-up and a check of the owner's manual to make sure everything is up to automotive code. However, the fact that they are proactively updating their bylaws suggests a company that is serious about staying compliant and organized. In the corporate world, good governance is often a silent protector of shareholder value. When a company has clear rules and follows them, it reduces risks like internal disputes, governance failures, or even legal challenges. These kinds of housekeeping updates, while not exciting, can prevent bigger problems down the line. Are there any major risks or opportunities highlighted here? Not directly in this filing. This is more about mitigating potential risks by ensuring their internal rules are current. The opportunity, if you want to call it that, is the continued smooth operation of the company, allowing management to focus on their core business of helping people with their home loans, refinances, and other financial needs. It's a fundamental step for any sophisticated organization. LendingTree Incorporated is seen here as a company that is paying attention to the details of its operations. While we didn't get any juicy financial numbers today, these bylaw updates are a sign of a well-managed company that understands the importance of its internal rulebook. It's not about rapid growth or a dramatic shift today, but about reinforcing the foundations. Alright, that is our breakdown of what LendingTree Incorporated has filed. What is your take on these internal updates and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. Don't forget to check out the Discord community in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Corporate Decoder.